Hello everyone, welcome back to another video in perspective drawing series. In this video we are going to learn how to transfer a side view, something like this, into a perspective view, which is something like this. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Alright, so as discussed, the goal of this video is to transfer the side view that we have over here into a perspective view. So step number one, okay, is to divide the side view that you have into grids, and it is advisable to use a circle template such as this one to divide your side view into some sort of a grid. So let's just go ahead and do it. First, I'm just bounding the side view into a rectangle, simple box, nothing fancy over here. Then I'm going to grab my circle template and let's see if I get lucky over here. So this is the first step, and second one would be to just mark these points. Okay, so this would be our point number 1, this would be our point number 2, point number 3, point number 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and let's say 8. Okay, now let us go ahead and divide these points or place these points at appropriate points on our grid. So if I take the point number 2 over here, just go ahead and make some guidelines. So I know that this is exactly at the end of the first circle, and similarly over here, like this and like this. And to just make my life a bit easier, I'm going to draw a line exactly at which goes through the center of my circles, right? So I have some reference over here as to how high my point number 2 is from the center line. Okay, and also I'm going to do the same for my circles as well over here. This and not like this, and the center from the first circle. Alright, so I hope you get this idea. Right, so now the goal is to draw the same plane of equal proportion in our perspective view and locate these points on this plane which will be in perspective, right? So let's start constructing our perspective plane, I would say. So for that, just grab an ellipse guide of any degree of your choice. Okay, so I'm just going to choose the bigger 60 degree ellipse guide, and I'm going to just draw it over here. Nice simple circle or a nice simple ellipse. And from my previous videos, if you have seen, I have explained that an ellipse is nothing but a circle which is in perspective. Okay, so as you have seen over here, we need 1, 2, 3 and a half of circles inside view. So we need to multiply this 3 and a half times in perspective, right? So the way to do that is as I have explained in my previous videos. So this is the minor axis of your ellipse, which is not of any use for us right now. So the first step is to drop in a vertical which is tangent at the front of the ellipse, this, and do the same to the other side as well. And the point where it's meeting or the tangential points is the direction of the plane. As simple as that. Okay, so we have a line. I hope this is visible to the camera. Yeah, it's fine. It's light enough and it's dark enough to be seen. Next, take the top of your ellipse and draw a line which is converging to the center line that you have drawn just now, right? So this is your line which you have drawn. Take it up and tilt it a bit. Okay, perfect. Okay, this looks good. Now, to achieve the same amount of convergence, one trick that I use is from the center line, just drop in a perpendicular line like so and see what is the distance over here at any point. So it is 1.5, 1.6. So here also it is 1.6 over here. So I have my point over here, and from this point just drop in another tangent line to the ellipse. Okay, so we have our plane over here, or the plane in which we want to replicate our side view. Now we have to multiply our circle 1, 2.5 times. So this is the first circle in perspective, and to multiply it, it's very simple. Just take this corner, run a line through this point at the center, and if you do so, this is the point where your first or the second circle should end. Drop in a vertical. This is your second circle, right? So next, repeat the same. Take this point, run a line through the center over here. This is the new point. From here, drop a true vertical. Boom. So this is your second, and we need another half, right? So to get another half, what I'm going to do is divide this into half. Take it up over here, and from this point run a line through the center, which gives me half circle, right? So it is 1, 2, 3.5. Perfect, right? So let's go back here. So let's take our point number 1 over here. It should begin right at the center of our first circle. So in this case, so this is our center line. So this is our point number 1, right? So next, this is our point number 2, which is slightly above our end of the first circle over here. So this is where our first circle is ending, our first ellipse, and slightly above that is our point number 2. I will take somewhere over here. Point number 2. Point number 3. So this is the center. Slightly behind it is okay. So this is our second ellipse. So I need to find the center of it. So I would use the diagonal method over here, over here. Drop in a true vertical over here, and our point is slightly behind it. For the time being, let's just ignore this small space that we have over here. Let us just imagine that this line is over here. right? Simple. So second, point number 3 is over here. Point number 3. Point number 4. So our third, 1 2 3, third circle, and this is the beginning of the fourth. So halfway beginning, I would say midpoint over here. So here is our third, and this is the beginning of the fourth, and so it should be somewhere over here. Point number 4. Point number 5, halfway to the fourth ellipse and slightly above the center. I would say somewhere a little bit towards the right. So over here, so this is the beginning of the fourth, this is the center, so I would say somewhere over here. Point number 5, and right below that is point number 6. 5 and 6, and 7 is exactly at the beginning of the fourth. So this is the beginning of the fourth, 1 2 3 and fourth. So here right at the bottom is our point number 7. Point number 8 is I will take it here. Now it's just a matter of connecting the dots. Simple as that. I will take my marker over here and so it's simple. So the main goal that, or the main I would say the, what do you say, the main teaching over here is to understand how to draw that perspective plane to begin with using a standard ellipse guide of your choice. It can be of any ellipse guide, and you can use that, and you should be able to draw the first plane that I drew. Once you draw that, establishing the proportions by multiplying the ellipses is very, very easy. There is I don't think that's a bigger problem. People struggle in drawing that first side plane using an ellipse. So if you get that point right, it should be good. And I have explained that concept in detail in one of my previous videos, and I will link that in the description below, so you can have a look at it. So let's just go ahead and finish our side view of a generic car over here. And if you would like to have a video of your choice, do let me know in the comment section below. I will try to make the video that you are requesting. So yeah, that's how your view is looking in perspective. I hope you can see both in the same frame. No. Anyway, so this is your side view, and this is how it is looking in a 2-point perspective view over here. And in our next videos, we can try and have a look in how to construct 3D objects using a method called as what is that, XYZ combo, or I don't remember exactly what Scott Robertson calls it, but essentially you have an X plane and a Y plane, and you can merge those two into a 3D object. So that is pretty fun, I would say. So in the meantime, this is the basics. So do concentrate on how to translate your side views into perspective of any angle and of any scale, and you should be good to go. Alright, so that's it for this video. I'll see you in my next one. Have a good day, everyone. See you. Bye bye.